Hello there, Mad Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a breakdown of the new trailer for Zombieland Double Tap, the long-awaited sequel to 2009's Zombieland. And the movie has returning stars Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin. So we have our complete cast coming back to play the exact same characters. Obviously, it looks like some time has passed. Abigail Breslin has obviously gotten older since she was in the original film back in '09. So a number of years have passed, and we see that the quartet is still together for the most part. It's unsure 100% what exactly is going on with Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone, although there is a scene of them dancing early on in the trailer, even though it seems like there's a bit of a uh, trouble in paradise moment, but I'll get to that when we go through the trailer. So, first of all, after everything, let's just go into the very beginning of the trailer, which has our four cast members coming in, and it appears that they are in front of the White House on the White House lawn, which has now become overgrown because of the desolation, and they are blowing away massive amounts of zombies. On their way to the White House, which the White House takes up pretty much a majority of the first part of this trailer, probably like the first 30 seconds. And we get to see, Woody Harrelson goes in and sits down in the president's chair in the Oval Office. They make a bunch of cracks and jokes. It shows them having some fun, kind of like that the montage from the first film when they're in Bill Murray's house. Um, so, but that appears to be the very early parts of the film, from what we can tell. And not long after this, Abigail Breslin finds a what Emma Stone refers to as a boy and then proceeds to run off with him. And as a direct result of this, we see that the other members of Emma Stone, Jesse Eisenberg, and Woody Harrelson then go on a mission to find her. And that seems to be what a majority of the movie is made up of, from what we can see in the trailer, is that she goes off and for what she has a disagreement for whatever reason with everybody, and she goes off, and then they have to go find her. Now there are some really funny moments in this trailer. The seeing Woody Harrelson back is in this role is amazing. He was the best part of the first Zombieland. Completely stole the show away from every other character, except Emma Stone had her moments. I didn't really find Jesse Eisenberg to be that funny, other than being the straight man to Woody Harrelson's more zany and homicidally crazy person. So we see that maybe there's some kind of there was kind of a father-daughter relationship between Woody Harrelson and Abigail Breslin's characters later on in the first film. Don't know how that's exactly developed at this point, but we can assume that that still exists to some extent, and Woody Harrelson is dead set on getting her back. They also have a segment of this trailer where Woody Harrelson is dressed up as Elvis Presley, which is hilarious. Now, we do have some characters being added. A character named Madison, who appears to be a basic cookie cutter version of your classic Valley Girl dumb blonde character. That is the quote unquote, what I mentioned earlier, the trouble in paradise for Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone. Now, this is kind of strange to me from a narrative perspective. And I get, okay, you want to have maybe another female enter the fray and well, not the fray, but enter into the quartet or the group and kind of disrupt things. I get that idea, but to make her a dumb valley girl, this is supposed to be several years after the onset of the zombie apocalypse. So I don't know. Maybe she came out of like a shelter or something, or she was in a camp and hadn't really been exposed to zombies. But as far as we know, most regular people are dead at this point, and they've been zombified. So the fact that she is still running around, unless they give a relatively decent explanation for it in the film, is kind of confusing. And she seems like the kind of character that's going to wear very heavily. The first Zombieland did not have very many of those kind of fodder characters, I guess is what you'd call them. Characters that you don't really give a shit about and you kind of want to see get eaten by zombies. Um, and most of them are killed off in the very early parts of the film where you see zombies, eating people and stuff. But, you know, this seems like a character that you want to see die at some point. She doesn't really show up in the later half of the trailer when it shows them going around and doing stuff. There's a few little clips here and there. Um, there's some funny interactions between Emma Stone and her and Jesse Eisenberg that we see at various points. But again, I feel like this character seems like it seems like she's misplaced. And there's another two characters that seem like they're kind of misplaced later on. Now we also have the introduction of Rosario Dawson. Now, I don't know exactly what character she's going to be playing. I don't believe they give a name in the trailer. It shows her holding a Colt Peacemaker to Woody Harrelson's face, and also her driving a monster truck that runs over a bunch of zombies that I believe we see later on in the trailer. Um, so there's a few different things that are going on here. So we don't necessarily know who Rosario Dawson is. She seems like she's a survivor, so okay, I can get behind that. Seems relatively likely. Maybe we're going to introduce a love interest for Woody Harrelson's character. That would be kind of nice. Um, but then we go to Luke Wilson I I know he's the guy from Silicon Valley. I can't remember the actor's name, but they come in as Discount Tallahassee and Discount uh, Columbus, or Discount Woody Harrelson and Discount Jesse Eisenberg, and it's kind of weird. Like I get the joke, I get the pun, of like, okay, yeah, they're like a discount version of the two characters that we know. They should be immediately murdered in some hilarious fashion, and it shows them driving the monster truck that they arrive in later. So I assume that both of those characters are brutally murdered somehow, probably by zombies, or maybe Woody Harrelson kills them. I don't know. Um, but again, those two things seem kind of out of place unless it was like a cameo deal and they came in. It also states that Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray are both in this movie playing themselves, and Bill Murray, I'm assuming, is zombified since he got killed in the last film. And Dan Aykroyd, I would assume, is also zombified to some extent. But overall, the trailer showed some laughs. It gave you pretty much an overview of most of the story other than the ending. And it shows a few big action pieces. It shows the scene with the monster truck, which looks like it's some kind of an amusement park. Again, kind of like the first movie, the end of it. Um, and we get to see the scenes. There's actually kind of a funny scene where a guy in like a hay baler, something a machine that you see in fields that collects a harvester. And he runs over a zombie with the harvester and just chews the thing up, which is kind of hilarious. Um, but overall, I thought it had some laughs. I think it gave away enough of the outline of the story. I don't think if they have another trailer, I don't think it should give away any more than what this one did. Maybe show a few alternate scenes or have a few lines from some characters that didn't get a lot of screen time in the first trailer. Give a little bit more time to Rosario Dawson. Maybe explain her a little bit. Explain Abigail Breslin's boyfriend a little bit, and do that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't go too much deeper into anything. But this trailer did exactly what it was supposed to do, which is get you to laugh a little bit, get you to kind of pay attention, get you back in the humor, reintroduce you to the four main characters from the original film, and then spotlight a couple new people. So I thought it was a good first trailer. I'd like to see a bit more. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but this is a good start, and I like that. This film is going to be coming out on October 18th of this year, and uh, with that, I will link the trailer below if you would like to watch it. And as always, leave any of your thoughts in the comments. Again, I like to read them. I like to know what you're thinking. Hit the bell for notifications, hit the like button, subscribe, and remember, I live my life free of compromise. Do you?